everybody, it's Romania Black, and we are sadly on episode 4 of Attack on Titan's audio drama. Man, we're already to the 4th episode. I'm really sad about that because I really liked this bizarre crossover between The Breakfast Club and Attack on Titan. The crossover I never thought I would get. And last episode, finding out that Jean was bullying Marco and all this, Mikasa's fascination with the occult and everything. I keep thinking that there's going to be something revealed with Aaron, because Aaron is our everyman. He's our normal person, our normie, and he's the one character that's not in the original Breakfast Club. So I'm curious, like, what his final role in all of this is, because I feel like there's a final role. And then in the actual Breakfast Club, spoilers if you plan on seeing that 80s movie from the US, in that film, Armin has a pretty big part with the character that he is referencing in this. And so it really, honestly, in the Breakfast Club, Armin and Jean's characters are the ones that get the most screen time and the most kind of association and story. And then you have, obviously, Historia's character that gets a lot of screen time. And then I feel like Reiner and Mikasa's characters in the Breakfast Club are there and they have significant plots, but they're not as much as Jean, Armin, and Historia. So we'll see where that goes. But yeah, it's been a really cool audio drama. I've really enjoyed this, and I've looked forward to it each week, and now I'm like, well, dang it. Now I'm back on the hiatus for Attack on Titan. So I'll talk about this at the very end of the reaction as well, but I am going to be doing manga reactions for Attack on Titan leading up to Season 4, Part 3 coming out, and I'm going to talk about that at the end of this discussion. So if you want to watch this, and at the end of the discussion, I will talk about it once we're all said and done and kind of say what I'm doing next, but I'll save that for the end, so you can kind of watch this and then skip ahead at the end if you want to hear me talk about the manga. But I am really excited to be seeing this final part because it's all coming together. It's the longest part. It's 29 minutes, a good solid 30 minutes. Obviously, we're going to have that recap because they've redone the intro every single time. But I got off work and I was like, I want to finish up Attack on Titan's audio drama today. It was time. So we're going to find out exactly what happens and how they tie up this story. Will there be a happy ending? Will Jean and Historia get together? Will Reiner and Mikasa get together? Somebody commented that Mikasa's hair and the goth look actually looks really nice. I like Mikasa's bangs kind of parted to the side like they are. Looks very natural. It doesn't look like has the anime swoop in the center, which bugs me to no end. Sometimes my bangs get long enough and start to do that, and it drives me crazy. But also, Alex Cornejo commented back with episode 2, and I'm just now seeing that comment where he was like, Alex was like, Aaron wrote down all the numbers of the phone book for that one scene. And there's the phrase, you were so charming you could read a phone book and it would be good. And it's like, oh, is that making a comment about Aaron? Maybe. But yeah, I'm going to miss this. But we can't dawdle on any longer, can we? So we're going to start Attack on Titan, the audio drama for the high school cast. And we are going to do that here in 3, 2, 1, and let's go. And it's the same intro. I am going to be curious, like, how off the wall are we going to go with this? Because it is Attack on Titan. So even if we're doing The Breakfast Club, what are we going to twist, right? Because even Attack on Titan Junior High had a twist. I just imagine you have a CD player and you're getting to this intro and you're just, like, fast-forwarding through as much as you can. Like, I have the actual audio drama CD, and I'm like, have the fast forward button pressed down. Oh, the queen bee, Historia. Bad boy. I still love that Jean's voice actor plays Chuya and Jean, and they're both the bad boys. All right. Yep, they've exposed a little bit of their real personalities. Kind of like the story of the show. Kind of like Night of the End. Yeah, Armin was going to reveal this. What? A pirate anime site? What? Yeah, what? Somalia? Why are we getting Somalian pirates involved? This dates this a bit. You can tell when this was made, obviously. Huh. It's a crime, yeah. What is this? Definitely not forgivable. A complete evil no one can prevent. Oh my gosh, what is... I did not expect this turn. This turn to make you feel bad if you didn't buy the official release. Oh my god. I didn't think we were going down this route. Oh. Oh. Oh, Armin. Oh, no, Armin. Don't be like that. Oh god, he became a content creator. Oh no! Oh, this clearly YouTube did not exist then. When did you realize it was bad? I love that Ryder's like, when did you realize? Oh my gosh, Marco, we're gonna bring him back. Let him rest. Hashtag let him rest. Oh. Don't call him an ass, John. Oh. So then what? Oh, and then you're there. So this is where he took this turn. Okay. Not a potential criminal, but a criminal. Ooh, I like that Mikasa has the whole thing about masks. Even someone like me has dreams. Oh my god. Oh, Armin. Oh. Oh, this is great. Oh my god. What a commentary. Wow. Oh, Reiner, you're saying this. No. I love that Hosoya always plays like a big, giant jockey man. Literally swallowed a bug just now. Awesome. Oh, wow. So we're revealing he was only brought up by his mom. So this is... Because we don't get that till season 4, right? Oh! So is this around season 4 when this came out? Crazy! If this wasn't around season 4, then they're like revealing a bunch of stuff. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, no, Ryder and Jean having the mom complex. Interesting. I hadn't even thought about that. Wow, I hadn't thought about them being so similar that way. Reiner wants to appease the mom and John wants to break away from her. The armor-like body and become the captain. Ah, dang, yeah. The hero, right? Yeah, oh my gosh, this is tied so much to his character. I finally became the jock. Yeah, why is he in detention? So you cheated? Oh, he just didn't pass. Oh shit, you didn't get anything right. Jean, that's not much better. Oh. Not do well studying. Interesting. Physics is my worst enemy. Oh my god, I don't understand the thing. Well. Oh. Armin's like, even so, 0 points? You didn't get one right? I lost sight of myself. But then you realized it was something more, right? Oh, Reiner, honey. I love that this is connecting to his character so well. Huh. He peaked in high school. Do I have dreams of my own? Oh, interesting. Like, does he have any of his own motivation to do things? Oh, other than my name. Oh, that's so good. Why would it have been hard to score more than 10? Oh, but at least you have dreams. I don't have any. Oh, I want to give Reiner the biggest hug. Even Reiner in audio drama form is miserable. You're doing your best. And she's going to chime in. Entire state, everyone's spoiling me. And that's Historia's struggle. Yeah, Jean's like, man, first world problems. Oh, and she's going to be like, well, what about my mom that doesn't exist? Oh, God. And that'd been by the time she died, right? Well, no, not with the timeline, it wouldn't. A doll. A dull man who has only reputation. But not Farmhand Coon! Aww. Oh man, this music's amping up too. Huh. Yeah, so she does like anime too. Maybe Historia and Armin will end up together in this? Oh my gosh! Historia! Oh my gosh, she's just like on a prattle. Oh, that's why she was there. Okay, because yeah, in the Breakfast Club, her character steals something, and that's it's kind of the same reason. Yep, yep. Aww. Well, I think Armin would understand since he just talked all about it. Oh, so why are you there, Mikasa? Together in the darkness. Yeah, she just came there. What? And I was caught by Erwin. Oh my god, that's so elaborate. It's a persona. Is there another reason? Oh my god. Huh? Oh. Like Aaron? Like Aaron? Oh. Oh. So it wasn't Aaron. Okay. Oh. Yeah. So it made her really sad. And then I realized the world is cruel. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay. Wow. Tatakai. I heard that. Yeah. That escalated quickly. That's crazy. I mean, I'm not going to argue with that. It does suit me because it'd be gothic. Oh. No one talks to me. Oh. That kind of relates to Aaron, though, right? And that distance. You chose solitude. That relates a lot to Aaron, really. Like a fearless dark night. Ooh. Interesting. You might make another friend. Yeah, there you go, John. Yeah, they all opened up. Well, they say the six of us, but what about Aaron? Reiner's the one that notices. No, Reiner's the one that notices. No. Ore? Yes! Oh, God. This is the most random conversation that Yuki Kaji could do as Eren Yeager. There we go. Good job, Armin. You skipped the history exam. Are you bad with history? Well! Oh, that you can't say to people, well! I just forgot about it. Oh! Oh. I don't have any dreams. I don't love or hate this world. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah. So many men, so many minds. Wow, we all become the same adults. And ends up giving up. What should you do? Because, yeah, you won't be in detention together. Are we friends? Oh. Yeah. Oh. Oh. That's so sad. Or everyone. Ugh. I don't mind Reiner, though. Yeah! Oh, that's so cruel. Oh, that's so... You'd be his friend and not an asshole! Ah! Oh. Oh. Jean to his delinquent friends at Eddie Bauer. She's like, I wouldn't cosplay somebody from Twilight. Oh. No. Oh. friends and they wouldn't hate you. Oh, Mikasa. That'd be too mean. Mm-hmm. How conceited can you be? She's got a lot of stuff to say in here, Historia. Yeah. Oh, shit. Girl. Wow. What can we make Yuki Kaji say that's the most embarrassing thing? Read the room! Oh my god. He's the weirdest. Oh no. Ah! So stupid. I don't want to. Yeah, did any of them do the essay? The cruel reality. Wow. Ha! Wow. Freed from that cage. Huh. Oh. Yeah. Oh, wise Levi. Huh. You're gonna dirty the floor! Drink proteins and do some training. Good plan, Reiner. Oh? Oh! Oh. See? So Jean's gonna take Mikasa home? What? With the song. Or when checking their essays. Just like the end of the movie. Ha! And of course we get this song playing with it. I like that normal person actually is in Japanese. We'll keep on moving forward! Of course we will. Of course we will. You may say it's not the right path, but it'll surely connect to a future. Oh, come on! Decided by none other than us. Oh! Mm-hmm. Okay. Really idiots to the end. Mm-hmm. Oh, man. As he would. Dyed in gold. Mm-hmm. Oh, isn't that sweet? That was good. 'Twas a good conclusion. Is that going to be the very end? We've got like a minute left. Is it just going to be them saying their names? Probably. That was great, man. The lots of times. When did this come out? Because there's some stuff from season 4. Kajiyuki. Mm-hmm. In a way. Hosoya! Oh no, Daisuke. Kamiya. Oh, that was so good. Oh, man, that was really, really good. Ah. Mm-hmm. Look at that. Would you look at that? Wow. That was a really good ending. I liked that quite a bit. Huh. That was a really good ending. I liked that. Oh, man. There was quite a bit that was tying into the actual season 4, especially with Reiner talking about being a mama's boy. I had not thought of that, honestly. I hadn't thought of the concept that Jean and Reiner, maybe I've mentioned it, at this point we've done so many recaps and discussions with this series, but I don't, for some reason it seems fresh to me, the idea of Jean and Reiner being connected to the moms and through their kind of, because season 4, part 2, kind of shows how Reiner and Jean have they have connections with one another, but there's also that barrier between them. And I feel like both of them and how they view their mothers is a really cool angle for this show to go, for this audio drama to go, because it's one, connecting to something that's bounded in a realistic setting, being the parents, but also it's connecting to their characters in the show. And Jean trying to stray away from his mom, being like, oh, I don't need you, I don't want anything to do with you, even though secretly he does. And then you have the reverse of that, where Reiner thinks that at first he's doing everything for his mom, and then he realizes, no, maybe I'm not doing this for her. But the idea that Reiner doesn't have any dreams or ambitions, oh my gosh, every version of Reiner post season 3, I want to hug. And this is no different. I was like, damn, I want to give Reiner the biggest hug because he has no aspirations. Again, he's very much like Eren. Eren's like, I don't have any dreams either. Except the difference is Reiner, his character falls into despair finding out that, and doesn't want to claw his way out, and Eren claws his way out. So both Eren and Reiner kind of despair in the knowledge that they really don't have anything they're working towards. They don't really have a dream and ambition. Eren does by season 4. He wants his friends to be happy and to live a long, happy life. Reiner kind of wallows in that he can't dig out anything that he's living for. And I'm like, God, that's tragic. Man, huh. But yeah, just Reiner, I want to give him the biggest hug in this. And then Historia's voice actress, she gets like some major chops in this, which is great because to be honest, Historia's character, and I've talked about this in the recap for season 4, part 2, I've really missed Historia's character having things to do and having relevance. And so even though this seems like it was done like between seasons 2 and 3, which makes it really cool if Reiner's whole thing with the mom and being from a foreign land was something that was kind of foreshadowed in this and kind of spoiled a little bit, that would be kind of cool. But I like that poor Historia, she gets to get some major acting chops in this. Like her voice actress was like going all out, being like having all these expectations, and very much like the Breakfast Club, very much like the princess character that has all this expectations, even down to her reasoning of why she's there, and that she stole the anime magazine and was caught. But I think in the actual Breakfast Club, she did steal something. And it was for her to have some semblance of control over her own life. And that kind of connects to Historia in this, and her wanting to have an identity and not have all these expectations put upon her that she herself doesn't want to meet up to, which ties to her character, not only in the Breakfast Club, but also in the series itself. So luckily, girl, you don't have to worry about marrying a rich dude. You can marry old farmhand Coon and have his kid out in the sticks. So I'm still salty about it. But then Armin kind of has the most different story in this, in that Armin's, like I said, in the Breakfast Club, and spoilers for the next 30 seconds, if you've not watched the Breakfast Club, highly recommended. It's good like this. But in the actual Breakfast Club, I believe that Armin's character is suicidal and that he tried to take his own life. And that comes out in this, and everybody's kind of like, oh. But it's been a long time since I've seen the Breakfast Club, but I thought that was like one of the major plot points. Obviously, for something like this series, as dark as Attack on Titan can get, this series is bound enough in reality that they're like, let's not go that route. Instead, let's have a long-winded rant about copyright infringement and how basically Armin became a content creator. I just love that as you listen and hear Armin's story, you're like, huh, wow, that sounds... Oh, okay, so Armin became a YouTuber. Cool, great. And then he just started a site of illegal shows. Seems legit. That was great. But, man, poor Armin, like, he gets all, like, he's self-loathing in this. Reiner's self-loathing. Jean's the only one that's got some dignity. It's like, I'm not. And then even Mikasa. Mikasa's story was really tragic, too. So Armin goes into this big thing about even how they can't let Marco sleep. We can't let Marco have nice things, because in this world, even beyond the grave, beyond bullying, in this fictional audio drama crossover / spinoff, we can't let Marco have peace. He still has to get brought up. And Marco basically turned Armin in, which is... I thought for a second they were going to maybe tie Marco into him turning Armin in, kind of reminisce to me about when Marco finds out about Reiner and Bertolt. And so I thought maybe it was going to go that route, but we don't end up doing that. And so Armin ends up closing the site and whatever. But yeah. And so I like that Mikasa talks about the mask being removed. Or maybe that's Historia that talks about it. And she's like, I'm drowning in this sea of trying to be somebody I'm not. And Armin, meanwhile, he can't, live out his dreams at all. And so then we have Reiner's story. The whole thing about them being born in a country beyond the sea, that he was trying to just become the jock, become the hero, become the one that, could be everybody's savior. And it's like, doesn't work out. We've seen how that song and dance went. And how he did everything he could. And he finally became because in the series, he finally becomes the soldier. And then it all goes to hell. And then he kind of has an existential crisis in this and realizes that he didn't score anything on the test because he was so dazed by the fact that he didn't know his purpose anymore in life. And it's like, yikes. So then, yeah, Mikasa. We go to Mikasa here. I'm going to kind of skip ahead because he talks about that. And so Historia, before we get to Mikasa, Historia goes on her thing about everybody spoiling her. And at first, it's kind of like, I'm kind of with John at first because he's like, wow, you have such a hard life. Everyone's spoiling you. But then she gets to the point of it because John's like, that's some luxury. And she's like, well, you take advantage of your mom's kindness. And at least you have a mom that makes you food. I just grab something off the table and I'm like, oh. And then it takes a turn where his story reveals, like, at least you all have parents that are devoted to you and care about you. Mine don't at all. And so I'm just left to fend for myself with just these expectations everyone has for me that I can't fulfill. It's like, yikes. She's like, I'm only a tool and a doll. Raised as a rich lady with disinterested parents and to marry a dull man who only has reputation and give birth to a child and succeed the house. Well, good thing that that's not happening in the real story, right? At least not right now. And so then Armin, like, she talks about liking all these anime and wanting to go to Akibara and Ikebukuro. And Armin's like, well, can't we? And she's like, no, because of my status symbol. Like, she's just so caught up and tied to that status symbol that she can't get away from it. It's really, really sad. And so Mikasa, they ask, why did Mikasa end up there? And she's like, oh, well, I tried to perform a ritual to summon a goat-faced demon, Baphomet, and, you know, to do all this gothic occult things. And they're like, are you really like this, Mikasa, or what? And she kind of establishes her story, because John's like, it's just a persona, right? It's not who you really are. And so Mikasa brings up the friend that she had. Her and her friend lived nonchalantly. And I had no complaints towards that kind of life. And at first I thought she was talking about Eren. But then I feel like the normies and the goths are in the same... I'm trying to remember that triangle, that pyramid of where they all were. And I feel like the normies and the goths were like on the same level. So I don't think it was Eren. Plus he's in the room with them. So if it was Eren, you'd think she'd bring him up, right? But I don't think it was him. I think it was something else. But she realized the world was cruel and decided to not, go back to that, to basically become a goth and not have to chase after the whole caste system. Curses are helpful to strengthen one's souls. And it's a caste that's not bothered by other castes. And so it's interesting because at this point, Mikasa kind of resembles Eren a lot in her mentality, because she's like, I want to become stronger, and I have to become strong, but I distanced myself so that I wasn't bothering anybody, and I was kind of off by myself in my solitude. And I'm like, that sounds a lot like season 3 to 4 Eren. Quite a bit. There's a lot of parallels, which is kind of cool. And so then I do like that by the end of this, Mikasa tells Armin, she's like, look, I'd be your friend. And if I had friends, they would like you too. And I'm like, well, that's sweet. At least somebody will be Armin's friend. I'll give the audio drama this. It does stay pretty faithful to the movie, in which Historia has the thing. She's like, no, we're all part of this caste system. We can't escape that. So when Monday comes, we're just going to keep doing what we do, and I'm going to ignore you. And that's kind of how the movie treats it. And they're like, what the heck? But at least Mikasa and Armin are going to be friends. And then Jean and Mikasa. Jean being like, you need a ride home. And she didn't say no. He even was like, is that okay, Eren? And Eren's like, I don't care. So apparently this audio drama is totally fine with shipping Jean and Mikasa. I'm okay with this. In the movie, it was Jean and Historia, and it would have been Reiner and Mikasa, but I guess we didn't have a problem with that. Who knew? So, and then Eren's whole thing is that he's concerned about how many times he has to go to the bathroom. His organs may have some problems. Is this how Eren is defeated in part 4, in season 4, part 3? Is this how Eren's defeated? Because he has bowel problems as the founding titan? Did I crack the code? But I do like Eren's whole thing, his spiel here. He's like, why are everybody's kind of like weirded out by Eren? He's like, what is with you, Eren? Why did you end up in detention? And he says here that it's because he skipped the history exam, which is hilarious. He just skipped it. It's because Eren is the attack titan. He can just move through time. He doesn't have to follow the linear route of history. He can just skip over it. Fits, right? It fits. But saying that he skipped the history exam, also proving, because we've noted in previous discussions that Eren, by committing genocide, is repeating similar cycles again that has been repeated. So it's like he's not learning from history, right? Or maybe he is. But him saying, I skipped the history exam. And I like that, like, do you have worries that you can't say to people? Are you bad with history? Is there a specific reason? And his excuse that he says to them is like, no, I just forgot about it. It's like Aaron woke up under a tree and just forgot about the history exam, right? Which is hilarious. It slipped his mind. He had other things to worry about. When Mr. Smith talked to me about it, then I remembered. And then somebody was like, well, is it because you were worried about your dreams? And he makes the comment, he's like, I just forgot about it. And he says, I don't have dreams. I'm like, he doesn't have any dreams. Which we know Aaron in the show, in the series, his dream is to like protect his friends and let them live a happy life. That's what he's doing all of this for. But it's funny how him and Reiner, again, they're this one and the same. Neither of them have any dreams, which is kind of humorous. It's complete, not, and thoroughly normal, they say, to not have dreams. And he says, is it that bad to be normal? And so Aaron's saying, is it that bad to be normal? I really don't love or hate this world, and I don't have particular worries or dreams. He's just like in this Zen state. He doesn't love the world. He doesn't hate it. He's just like, I'm just got to do what I got to do. Oh my gosh, Aaron. Everyone loses to something and ends up giving up. And I like the discussion they had talking about how like we're all people with individual worries and we become the same adult. And that's so true. There's so many adults that I know that they all have these individual worries, but they hide behind this like societal deception of what you should be, what adulting should be like. And then they all just kind of become this conglomerate of the same person. And it's like, no, I don't like that. And they kind of limit that in this. They're like, well, that's not cool. Nobody likes that. We become arrogant and showy adults full of deception. And then that's when Historia and them have the conversation of, if we meet on Monday, what are we going to do? And it's like, well, and Historia's like, well, what are you going to do, Reiner? Are you going to stand up for Armin? Are you going to do that? Or what's going to happen, right? How are we going to handle this? Like, are you going to introduce Armin as your friend? Would you do that? And I like that Mikasa stands up and says, yeah, I'd do that. I don't have any other friends, so, and if I did, they wouldn't hate you. It's like, oh. And Historia just throws out all the excuses. She's like, well, I'm the most popular girl in school. I can't walk beside you, blah, blah, blah. And even though she admits at the end she would be able to walk beside Reiner. So I'm like, are they shipping? They're giving us Reiner and possibly Historia, but not really. But then Jean and Mikasa? Okay. I really hope in this alternate universe, in this audio drama, that Mikasa got to walk home with Jean. I think that'd be really fun. And Aaron just needs to go to the bathroom. He needs to get that looked into. And they had the audacity to say, we're finally freed from that cage. Like, the audacity. The audacity of it. I was like, are you serious? Really? Really? Oh my God. And then Levi sees them off and says their expressions have changed. You guys are different than when you came in. And Erwin, just like in the movie, reads the novel, the essays that they wrote, and saying how they all wanted to shuck their castes, and saying the Who Am I theme was too stupid. And then I like that they all say their respective titles, but for Aaron saying the normal person, they just say what it is in Japanese. There's not like a jock, geek, queen bee thing. It's just whatever that word is, that phrasing is. Which is curious because it makes Aaron the odd guy out in that situation. And then, of course, they end it saying, nevertheless, we will keep on moving forward. Even after you die, even beyond your death. Even if you die, even after death. Oh my gosh. Just tying all. Without caring about others' expectations, we will do as our hearts please. And this world, this school caste. Where they say how they end it all. Saying, you will probably say this isn't the right path, but still, it will surely connect to a future. And that ties to like season 4 as well, part 2, being like, you'll probably say this may not be the right path, but it's connecting to a future, and we're gonna do it. And then they round out the whole thing after that by saying that it's their choice, saying that it's gonna lead to a path to the future, and that to a future decided by none other than us. That's season 4, part 2 in a nutshell. Aaron doing whatever he thinks is right, and then Armin and the others doing what they think is right to follow suit, and here we are! So, man, what a way to end this. What a way to end this. That just blows my mind. It really blows my mind. So yeah. So as far as, so this was a lot of fun. I really liked the tie-ins with season 4 and that this brought at the end of it. I'll be very curious to know down below when this came out, if anybody knows. And then I think someone wrote in the comments that there's like a manga series based off of this. I think maybe when I get entirely done with Attack on Titan season 4 part 3, I know I'm going to have Attack on Titan withdrawals. And at that point, I may want to go back and read the manga for this, because that would be a lot of fun. I think it'd be cool to read the manga and see what this alternate universe is like, if that's a possibility. But speaking of manga, I said in the recap, I am going to review and react to the manga for this series. I've had a lot of people ask how I'm going to do it. First of all, at this point, it is not going to be on a set agenda. I am still wanting to know exactly when the season is coming out. So I'm going to start going through the manga and reacting to it, but it's not going to be like an official time slot. So for right now, it's not an official time slot. Now, I've got so many shows coming out this fall. I've got different side projects that I want to finish up and work on that I've said I was going to do, and I want to finish those first. So I am going to, in my spare time from all of that, slowly whittle away at the manga reaction. So they won't be on a set time slot. They will just, I'm hoping in September to start doing some like volume by volume. I know there's like 30 volumes, and somebody in the comments was like, oh, you'll never get through all the volumes before we get to season 4 part 3 starting. And I'm like, well, if that happens, then I'll just maybe do 2 volumes at a time. I'll figure it out. Don't worry. I am an insanely hyper organized person to the point where it's maddening. And so I'll figure it out. But for right now, I'm not going to stress myself and put myself on a schedule, because one, I want to take my time in reacting to the manga and be in the right mood to like sit down and read it and talk about it. But also because I don't know when season 4 part 3 is coming out. So once I get a handle on when that timeline is, that'll give me a better idea. So around September, I'll start just casually, as I do it, release some reactions to the manga. It won't be on a set. It'll be the only thing I'm doing for this channel. It really isn't on a time schedule. It'll just be as it comes out. And it'll just be a surprise. Surprise! Of course, knowing me, I say it's going to be a surprise. Knowing me, I'll probably get into a pattern. I'll probably get into a habit and a pattern, be like every other week or something like that. Knowing me, I'm not very sporadic. I usually have a plan. I am Aizen Sosuke. So... so that will be coming out this fall, starting this fall. It just won't be on an official time slot. It will just happen, and it'll be a fun, happy surprise when they drop in, right? And of course, they'll be a week ahead on Patreon. So there's always that. They'll be on Patreon first and the following week on YouTube. So if you're a patron, you'll know immediately when it happens. And if you're on YouTube, you'll know the week after. So... But yeah, I'm really curious to know your thoughts down below about this. This was really good. I enjoyed this. I like this audio drama. Thank you all for recommending it and sending it. It's been good. It's been a whole year and like over a year of Attack on Titan. And now I'm officially going to be on hiatus for a little bit. Just for a wee bit. A smidgen. Until I come back and start reacting to the manga. But in any case, I hope you all have a wonderful week. Please stay safe. Take care. And yeah... I'm excited to talk to you all again about more Attack on Titan this coming fall.